So if you're in a situation with the girl right now, like if you just started talking and you guys haven't been on a date yet, but you would like to, or if you've been dating or you're like in a committed relationship and you're afraid to lose this girl, you're the man that I want to talk to. If you look at a lot of like older couples, especially if you look at the man, what is that saying that a lot of like older men say? And I just heard this one not too recently, actually. The guy told me that the guy says, my wife likes my dog better than me and my son. In my head, I'm like, yeah, look at what you just said to me. No kidding, buddy. You're literally acting like a beta male. Like this wife's better than you. What do the older guys say? Happy wife, happy life. They would rather avoid arguing with the woman so she gets her way. These are the guys I want to talk to. These are men that like, you know what? As long as my wife's happy, she ain't leaving me, get what she wants. There's no chaos in the family. Everything's good. These are guys that have settled in a relationship with the woman because they don't believe that they can do better. I'm telling you right now, you as a man, you need to be the leader. If your wife does something or says something to you that you don't like, you need to fucking put her in her place. The whole point of this video is to get good at telling women no or just rejecting them. If it's a girl that you don't like or you don't want anything to do with, this is so easy. You could just ignore her or just tell her like, hey man, look, I'm if she like tries to advance on you, like, listen, I'm just not interested in you like that. I'm sorry. I wish you luck. Take care. So if it's a girl you don't care about, this is so easy. But if it's a girl that you would like to be in your life, even I still struggle with this, and I'm the one teaching you what to do here. I don't struggle with it, but like I still like hesitate with it. And I don't know if this comes down to like a subconscious thought that I'm scared to lose this person. So everyone has a fear of rejection and a fear of abandonment or a fear of being smothered if you study like attachment styles. I've always been more on the anxious side, so mine would be more of like a fear of abandonment, for lack of better words. And I think that's where this plays off of. That's why I'm mentioning this. I don't know if that's actually what's going on, but I do know when it comes time to like if a girl friend zones you. I remember my first time getting like friend zoned by a girl, and it was a girl that I thought was, dude, she was so hot in my eyes. And this was a girl, I was like, when she friend zoned me, I was like, God damn it. I didn't want to like lose this girl. I wanted to like go somewhere with her. Most guys will agree to give the girl what she wants, which is being friends, thinking that eventually she's going to come back around and want to be romantic with you. And that's just not what happens. So I remember this was my first time like learning to stick up for myself and just be more of a man. And I did it. And I looked at the message and I was like, oh, just send it. I fucking sent it. And I told her, I was like, no, I'm not interested in being friends. If you change your mind, shoot me a text and we'll plan something then. And I haven't heard from her since. The girl just didn't find me like as a romantic partner. Maybe down the line she might. You never know. But at the time, she didn't. And so let me give you two other examples where this applied, and this should kind of help you understand what I mean by like learning to tell women no. What I'm trying to teach you guys here is that we don't want to let women waste your time. You're as a man, I say this all the time, we're looking for an outcome. And in our personal life, our outcome is to find a girl that wants to be with us. We want a girl that says, hell yeah. So if you're in a situation with a girl and she friend zones you, and this actually happened to me a couple days ago, and at this point in time, I'm like, listen, no, I'm not interested in being friends. It's so easy for me to do that at this point in time. Now, I'm talking more specifically about women that I would go on dates with or be in a relationship with. I'm not talking about like actually being in a committed relationship, because at the moment of filming this video, I'm not in one. But if I go into my experience with my ex-girlfriend, I tell you all the time, there was stuff I thought she would do that I thought she was being disrespectful. She was a sweet girl, so I don't think she like realized she was. But to me, she was like, I remember there was a lot of times where she would say she would do something for me and then just not do it. And I would fucking call her out for that. That's not okay. So in that sense, you're not like telling her no or rejecting her, but you're sticking up for yourself. And you're saying like, listen, you said you would do something for me and you didn't. If I tell you I'm going to do something and then I don't, you lose your fucking mind. But if you don't do it, it's whatever. So in that situation, that would be more of like, just standing up for yourself, I should say. But in this case, these girls friend zoned me, and I was like, dude, no, I'm not interested in being friends. There was another girl, and I have a video filmed on this called How to Spot Like a Validation Vampire, or I don't know if it's going to be released by the time I film this, because I film videos and I slap them all in a folder and I just pick the one that I want to film. This girl, we go to the same gym, and I added her on Facebook. She actually messaged me first, and we started talking, and it was very clear the way she was communicating with me that there was like some interest there, and I was like, okay, I think I can go on a date with this girl. And I remember I was flirting with her, and she flirted back about taking me for a ride in her M3 that she had, and I was like, great, well, let's plan a time to get together. Here's my number, shoot me a text. And I didn't hear from her. She said, sounds good, and I ended the conversation. I didn't hear from her for a week. She came back around a week later to ask me a question, and then we kept talking for a little bit, and then I made a comment to one of the things that she said. I said, oh, is this why you haven't texted me yet? Because I was trying to get an answer as to why she ignored my text but kept reaching out to me, and I'll tell you why in a second. She told me that she just moved into a new house, which I knew because she told me. What I didn't know was that she was still going through a separation with her either husband or I don't know what they are right now, but she was going through a separation. That's why she moved. Then she told me that she was still talking to him to kind of figure out what it was that they were doing. So she was using me, not, I wouldn't say as a backup, but more of like a person that she could go to talk to feel good. Maybe it was a backup because in case this didn't work out, then she could just jump over to me. When I figured that out, I said, listen, if it doesn't work out with him in the future, reach out to me and then we'll plan something. I said, I'll be honest with you, I'm not interested in being your pen pal. And she said, okay, sounds good. And I haven't spoken to her since. That is what I mean by telling a girl no or rejecting a girl. I am not interested in communicating with the girl the way that I was communicating with. You want me to be buddy-buddy with you online, but you're not going to meet me in person so I can potentially have sex and romance? No thanks. I'm not interested in giving you my time and my validation if you're not going to give me something in return. So in this video, when it comes to telling a girl no or rejecting them, when it comes to a girl you want to date or you would be in a relationship with, but you're not, I said no to being friends because I'm not going to be friends with you. If you're not going to give me what I want, I'm not going to give you what you want. I am rejecting the offer of being friends. They rejected my advance on being romantic and they want to counter with friendship. I am rejecting their friendship offer and I am walking away and I am never speaking to these girls again. And I tell every single one of them, if you change your mind, then shoot me a text, because in the future it is possible, hasn't happened, but it is possible that one of these girls could come back around. And that's why I always leave the door open, because women act based on how they feel. And maybe in 6 months from now, one of these girls might come back around because I left the door open. You never know. So if one of these girls come back around and I'm still single and now they want to agree to my terms, great. I'll plan something with you then. But if you're in like a relationship or you're married with somebody, do not be that guy that just lets his wife walk all over him and do whatever she wants and get away with whatever she wants. You have to have self-respect as a man. And you need to know this. If you're married to a girl or you're in a relationship, I get you think she's special because you have an emotional bond with her, but I can tell you from experience, losing that girl is going to absolutely fucking hurt. But there is another girl that will come in your life at some point in time. Relationships come and go. Some of them last forever, most of them don't. So that's why I'm telling you, you as a man, if your girlfriend or wife is doing something that you're not okay with, you need to put her in her fucking place, and then if she keeps doing it, walk away. If you're married, obviously you can't go and talk to other girls, but walk away from her. Don't give her any attention. And then if she comes back around, because if she likes you and she's going to bond with you, she will, then she'll come back around and probably apologize for her behavior. And if she keeps doing it, that's when you need to break it off or get a divorce with her. Because at that point in time, you gotta look at yourself, bro. You're in a committed relationship with a girl that keeps disrespecting you. And Chris Canfield, he said that respect goes first, then the love goes. So if she's already disrespecting you, this girl's probably trying to weasel her way out of this relationship. Women will check out of relationships months in advance, and they will stay in a relationship with you until their feelings for you are gone. That's when they will break up. So this is why I'm saying, if you want to avoid that breakup, if you notice your girl is constantly disrespecting you, you need to fucking check her. And if she keeps doing it, you need to walk away. When you're in that situation, I understand. I've been there. Before I had this mindset, I've been there where I was like, okay, you know what? I don't want to lose this relationship, maybe I can do stuff to fix it. And what happens when you fix something? If she's disrespecting you or pushing you away and you're trying to fix it, you're going to further push her away. It's so counterintuitive. You think that if I do stuff to make her like me more, maybe she'll like me more. And it doesn't work like that. It's the opposite. You need to walk the fuck away, because if she actually realizes that she pushed you too far and she could lose you, that's when the girl is going to come back and apologize. So in that sense, we don't want to be the older man, because these older men are settling for a relationship with the woman that they aren't happy in, because they don't believe that they can find somebody else, because they don't have the mindset that I have and that many other coaches like myself have. When you have a bond with somebody, it's very, like, I'm not in a relationship right now, so I get me saying this. Like, I can look back at my relationship with my past girlfriend and look at the man that I am now. The man that I am now is more of a man now than I was back then. Back then, I didn't know any of this. I didn't teach any of this. I didn't study any of this. And I didn't think like this back then. But now, and I used to call her out for her bullshit and disrespect all the time. But yet I fucking stayed. I am telling you right now to try to save you from pain. If you notice your girl keeps disrespecting you and you've given her a couple chances, you need to walk away. If you walk away, you're not going to be the one that's heartbroken. So you're not going to be as hurt, and you will find another woman. I promise you. And you're going to be able to compare, my ex-girlfriend did this and I wasn't okay with that. So moving forward, I want a girl that's going to behave much differently, and you're going to get better at looking for them. And if you happen to get broken up with, that's actually a blessing, because we do more to avoid pain than we will to gain pleasure. You're going to be forced to be in a situation where you're going to do everything you can to avoid that pain, and that's likely going to be working on yourself, hopefully, if you're watching videos like this, to where you're really not going to put up with that disrespect anymore like you used to. That's what happened to me, and that's why I help coach men watching this video to be better men, because I had to learn all this shit on my own. I never had a dad or a father figure or a male figure in my life teach me all this stuff. I've had to do all this stuff myself, and that's why I told you at the beginning of this video, learning to say no or walk away from a woman, which is what I really should have said. It's hard when you're not used to doing it. If you're more on like the anxious side, you fear abandonment and you do everything to fix stuff, it's a total pattern change. Walking away from somebody triggers you because you're like, fuck, I don't want to lose this. And that was me. And that's why I'm telling you, I still hesitate to do it. I still hesitate to send the message I know I'm supposed to send, because I know that connection is going to get ruined, but I fucking do it anyways. And then when I do it, I'm like, damn, you know what? You did the right thing, bro. That's good. You might not have this girl in your life anymore, but you know that another one will come, because you're good at talking and meeting new women. Hopefully you guys got the gist of this video on just saying no, rejecting women, and walking away. So if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Listen, if you're a guy watching this right now, I'm running a 50% off coaching special. Link in the description for you to book a call. I've got a couple other links. You get my free ebook on dating and relationships. Just use your name and email. And I've also got a 17-page cheat sheet that's designed to be looked at when you're in a situation with the girl and you don't want to mess it up. You can get that for $13.99, very affordable. And hey, if you like this video, guys, check out this one right here. You're going to like that one as well. And with that being said, hey, I will see you in the next one.